Hey people, it's Furqaan back with a bang. Now, this video, I wanna talk to you something close to my heart. So listen up. This is for you guys out there and girls who wanna know my story. Now, before the NoFap journey, I was just like every other dude. I just wanted to go to school, go to college, maybe get a degree, go to university, and then get a job, get paid well, and then maybe after some 50-60 years retire and write some songs for a living like the rap god shit, and just go on the beach and live the rest of my life in my retirement age. So that was me. But now let me share a story that's really important to me, and this happened, so please listen up. It happened 2 months ago. Now it was my JEE main results. Now, for people who are in India, you know what I mean. But for people who are abroad, it's a nationwide exam where it's for engineering actually, but it's a nationwide exam. And like, I'd worked hard for the exam, but I didn't get the results. And when the results came on the day of the results, it was devastating. Can't expect my situation as sad. You can even tell a bit depressed, and you see my parents, like even they were sad, because they used to see me working hard every day, but when the results didn't come, even they were sad, even I was sad. It was a bad circumstance, it was a bad situation, and that moment led me to a point where I no longer believed in myself so much. I kind of doubted myself, and my family kind of doubted myself, not like intentionally, but I could feel it. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life, but then I discovered one important trick. It's called as enter action with boldness. So what I decided is, instead of letting this thing bring me down, I decided to do something with my life, do something worthwhile. So what I thought was, I removed Facebook from my phone for a week. So I didn't have Facebook and I didn't use my phone a lot, so I had to do something productive. So what I began doing is, I began reading books and getting into self-improvement and personal development, like the 48 Laws of Power, the 33 Strategies of War, Robert Greene, and The Science of Getting Rich, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. These are some of my favorite books. So I just started involving myself more and more in personal development. So what I found out that when I took some time in the day to find out who I really was, because here's the thing, most people neglect this. They don't set a time frame in a day for them to actually find out who they really are. Set a time frame, man. It can be like 1 hour, half an hour. Just listen to a book and don't keep your mind preoccupied with all the notions. You have to keep your mind free. Like, challenge the status quo. Don't let religion affect you. Don't let people affect you. Just let your mind wander in the author's point of view, his perspective. And after you have listened to the book, you can have your own perspective. But don't set limiting beliefs on yourself when you just start out. You have to experience all the perspectives out there, so you can find your own perspective. So yeah, I started into personal development, and I started going out a lot more, and I started working out. No, I was working out, but I just found something productive throughout my day. Like, instead of texting my friends, I would call them. So like, I personally find calls are way better than texting. I'm not saying I don't text. I would be fucking lying if I say that. I do text, but I do find calling way more better than texting, because it's a connection. It's the voice, man. Voice is more connecting than a text. That's what I feel. You people may disagree. That's what I feel. So you have to enter action with boldness. You can't just be like, okay, I'll just read these books, I'll just try to do NoFap and see how it changes me. If you go with that mindset, it will never work out for you. What you have to do is You have to enter action with boldness. To be like, okay, I'm gonna do this shit. To be like, okay, I'm just gonna try and see where it leads me. I'm just gonna try this thing. I'm just gonna try to talk to this hot girl and see if she likes me, if I can get a number. You'll never get her number. What you need to do is, I'm gonna fucking get her number. I'm gonna fucking do no fab. I'm gonna fucking conquer my life. That's how you will set your mark on this world. You can't just try things and expect them to work. You have to be bold enough to know that it will work. And here's the thing, 95% of times it does. And the 5% of times when you fail, you either have to feel down, but you don't need to, because the most important thing is already accomplished, and that's taking action. Taking action is the most important step in personal development. You might read a lot of books, you might attend seminars, you might do whatever the hell you want, but if you don't take action, it's of no use. No, I'm not saying just take bold action, the thing that you don't even know shit about. You must be inclined towards it, you must want it real bad, and the sound is there. You must want it real bad, and when you want it real bad, you gotta be bold enough to take action. When you take action, it will work out. It's called the law of attraction. But I'm not saying you don't have to take action. You definitely have to take action, but you have to believe, you have to be bold enough, man. So here's my story of 2 months ago. Now I find out that the worst moment actually which I think in my life was when I was depressed and my family kinda didn't believe in me, and I personally didn't believe in me, was actually a blessing, because that was what I needed to get stronger mentally and keep doing new things, because that made me become more creative. And the next exam I had was way more better than that. But it's more than just an exam, it's about what I became in the process, what I had to go through. The personal development that helped me back then will help me throughout my life, and that's the greatest thing. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and flex.